I'm pretty sure you guys seen a live last time. Back here to do another one. Uh-oh, I lost you there. Having some technical difficulties.
There it is. There we go.
All right, here we go. All right, what's up, man? How you been?
Pretty good. How about you?
Hanging in there, this live was kind of unexpected, but I was able to pull a little bit together for us to hang out and jam a little bit.
No worries.
So what's going on, man? What you got?
Not too much. I've been kind of working on some new stuff, trying out different ideas for gimmicks and things, and just trying to push out content. How about you?
Same, pretty much. Going through these books, trying to make some new stuff out of some old stuff, and I've had a couple good successful videos doing that so far.
Definitely.
Really cool. Yeah, I'm really excited for this new one. It's called Bottom of the Ninth.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know what? I'm not even gonna spoil it because I was gonna put a little teaser to performance out there, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna drop it.
Makes sense.
All right. So what would you like to talk about today?
Whatever you'd like. I'm good with whatever.
Um. Well, let's get some cards out. One of the things I wanted to talk about, interestingly enough, is do you ever jazz around like actually with spectators, laymen, and stuff like that, and ask them questions like just to see what they would say, like what's the most common response to certain questions? Of course, like if I was to ask you to think of a card, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to do that and you were to ask a spectator in your mind, obviously you don't have one right there right now, but what would they say if you were to ask them that? I mean, we know the common ones, obviously, but what do you think they would say? First thing come to mind.
I've noticed it depends. If it's a girl, I can typically get Ace of Hearts or Queen of Hearts. Guys will typically name a little bit different ones. Typically, still pretty common stuff. Usually sevens, but
yeah, like a lot of times you get Ace of Spades and stuff like that. But
oh yeah.
So in this scenario, I'm trying to figure out here is if you were to ask somebody, a spectator, somebody that you perform for every once in a while or even a lot, what do you think they would say right now if you put them on the spot?
Four of Spades.
Four of Spades?
Yeah.
Okay. That's funny. That's next gen Spawn's favorite card.
Oh really?
Yeah. And I gotta throw in a Four of Spades trick there for him. Yeah. No, actually, I have this book that I was reading where they were showing like the percentages of things that if you ask people randomly, what's the percentage of cards thought of, for example, like these here.
Mm-hmm.
Like what percentage do people usually choose? Like 38% for the stars, square 7%, 31% squiggly lines, or waves. The plus symbol would be 11%, and circles 13%. So based on that, you can kind of get a pretty good idea. And then there's more information about playing cards.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the same type of percentages, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking, what is the chance if you walk up to somebody randomly and tell them to name a card, and without any type of index, for example, be able to pull that card out?
If it's just a random card, I'm not too sure on those specific odds. If it was like a well-known card on the top, you could pull that one and just hope they pick it. But any random card, I'm not too sure the stats on that.
I mean, I know you said four of spades earlier, but if you were to change your mind, what do you think is one of the most common ones said? Besides, like for example, Ace of Diamonds. Well, no, we said Ace of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, Ace of Spades. Besides those like big top ones, what would be something else that you would hear commonly?
Probably Seven of Hearts.
Seven of Hearts. That's I think that's actually one of the more common ones too. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because if I were to have put for example, if I'm to put the seven of hearts in somewhere that was inexplicable, like for example, like if you were to pull it out your pocket, it wouldn't be as impressive because you think, well, you probably got a whole deck of cards in your pocket, right?
Mhm.
You probably maybe have an index or something. But what if you did it in a way where somebody didn't have an index?
Like, do you mean like multiple outs?
No, exactly where there's no possibility of multiple outs. Like, for example, if I were to pull a one playing card out of my hat and it happened to be the seven of hearts,
That's pretty good.
right? And there's no other cards in my hat, and that so it makes it a little bit more impossible. So I was thinking
Definitely.
of like tricks that you could do like that, that are kind of like impromptu,
Mhm.
but I mean it's kind of hard to force cards like that. But there are, from what I've studied, I looked at, there's like I want to say 9 cards that are said more than any other in the deck, which is actually, since it's only 52, that's pretty good. Pretty good odds there if you think about it.
Yeah.
Like that would be one of them. So how I would play out this trick, for example, if you would have said the Queen of Hearts, let's say you're a female, for example, I would have just stood up like this, and like you said, a multiple outs. I would have stood up like this and said the Queen of Hearts. Wow, it's crazy. I have the Queen of Hearts near my pocket.
Mhm.
But also with 9 cards, it makes it a little bit more difficult, right?
Yeah.
So I would do 2, the most common in the back pockets, like the Ace of Spades,
Yeah.
and then the other cards are actually the 2 of diamonds, 3 of diamonds, 3 of clubs, 3 of hearts, 4 of diamonds, 7 of diamonds, and then the 7 of hearts.
Mhm.
So what I would do is I would set them up in order of how large the number is, so smallest to largest, and I would set them up in rows here. So for example, if you had said 2 of diamonds, I would have been able to pull that out, or if you had said 3 of diamonds, I would have been able to pull it out, or if you would have said 3 of clubs, I would have been able to pull it out separately from each other, or if you would have
Yeah.
said 3 of hearts, 4 of diamonds, 7 of diamonds, and then of course the one that you said is the one that I think gets pushed pretty hard compared
Mhm.
to the other, which is the 7 of hearts. That's in the hat, So
Makes sense.
it looks pretty
Yeah.
cool. Like it looks pretty good when you don't really, uh, when you're seeing it from the outside. But um, what's behind it. It's a little bit like, what the fuck? Is that it? Is that all you did? Yeah, but it looked pretty good at first, right? And we gotta start thinking outside the box a little bit as magicians. I think we get kind of that magician brain. And just want to say what's up to NGS. Can we guess the Joker? You most certainly can guess the Joker for sure. If you were to guess the Joker, I mean, he did say 4 of spades earlier, but you weren't here. I don't think you might have missed that. But if you were to say the Joker, then I would have to. I would say, what if I cut directly to the Joker? That'd be amazing, even though I didn't do it. But it'd be pretty cool if I were just able to pick up the cards and cut directly to the Joker. This is not it. I'm not that good. But if I were to do that, right? If I were to do that, that'd be pretty amazing. Saying that, like you said, one card and I cut directly to it. If you were to say 4 of spades like you did earlier and I cut to the 4 of spades, that'd be pretty cool. Or if, like you just did now, I said the Joker, I would cut directly to the Joker. You know.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Um, that's it's a fun one. So like, what are you working on right now? Is there like any magic theory or anything like that you want to bring
So
up?
let me get this one set real quick. There's one trick I've been doing. It kind of relates to it is a multiple outs, but it doesn't seem like one. Give me just a
Oh,
second here. But it's very hands off, which I enjoy as well. And yeah, the spectator gets to do most of it.
something like that in my next tutorial, but it doesn't. It doesn't. Or we try to work it back. It's one of those. Like wait a minute.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Let me lower this angle here.
What you got?
So I could give the spectators the deck. It's entirely hands off for me, and they can deal down as many cards as they want, and they could say stop wherever they want. So I'll just have you say stop wherever you want
Stop.
on this card or this card.
You know what? Let's go one more.
One more, right
I
there.
feel a little Peter Turner right now.
And then from here, I'd have them take the cards and then deal into two piles alternating. And we're going to use this to pick a card, but we're going to do it in kind of a unique way. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the top card from each of these piles and we're going to combine them. So we could take the 3 of diamonds or the king of clubs. Which one would you like?
Let's do the king of clubs. I got a good feeling about that one.
Are you sure? You can change your mind if you want.
I'm positive.
I've had this box here the whole time, right? What if I told you there was one card in the box? King of clubs?
Exactly. Perfect, bro. Yes.
Yeah, it's great. And then with the force there, if they had changed their mind for the king at the 3 of diamonds, I just spread through here. I ignore the box. It's been there the whole time. I don't mention it all. If I spread through, I have one face-up card to 3 of diamons.
It's perfect.
And that one's been getting great reactions recently.
Yeah, because either option, you're either card a box or you're doing an impossible, invisible deck routine. Really, if you think about it.
Exactly. And then having the free choice if they can change their mind if they want, it definitely is a good kicker and it throws them off.
Definitely doesn't feel narrowed down. You know, like some of these you really feel like you have no choice. You know, which actually having that choice is really awesome.
Definitely, it's a force that doesn't feel like a force, which people enjoy.
Right, for sure, bro. Oh man, another thing that I'm actually wanted to work on, and I'm gonna ask a couple of magicians to join me in on this. I want to do a master class on marked cards.
Okay.
So I think that type of materials is like far and few in between. So I just bought another book on the subject as well. So I want to kind of gather a bunch of material, reasons like why should you perform with a marked deck? What are the benefits? What shouldn't you do with a marked deck? You know, shit like that to kind of because I perform with them all the time, and honestly, you know, I don't use them most of the time, but it's always that backup, and that backup just it does some great awesome things, you know. How do you feel about it? I know you don't really perform too much with them, right?
Yeah, I don't typically use them too much, mostly because I personally don't like having that crutch there because I know I'd use it too much. So
That is something that you got to watch out for. It's like alcohol. You can have a drink or two and be fine, but you can go down that rabbit hole where you become an alcoholic.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, I kind of look at it like that. Use it sparingly, you know.
Definitely, and I like the idea of because you probably get this all the time. One of the go-to reactions of spectators is, "Oh, it's a trick deck of cards." So I like to say, "No, go get your deck of cards and I'll do the same thing." So I like being able to do that and the impromptu-ness of it. I do appreciate using marked decks. Usually, I'll use them more in like card games to piss people off, like Go Fish. I can tell what cards you have, and then I'll use it that way. But less so in Magic Performance. It's just me personally.
You are missing out, and I think I'm going to show a lot of people what they're missing out on because I kind of hear this a lot, and I love tricks that are completely impromptu. But a lot of places you go to perform, people are going to have a deck of cards, which is just the truth. You know, if you're going, you might be lucky and be at somebody's house where they have a deck of cards, but there's a lot of other opportunities to perform, and if you're carrying a deck on, you might as well be a marked one if you're going to use your deck. And then if somebody gives me their deck to perform, you know, we can still kill. So I like that you would ask for that first, but if it's not there, not so much a crutch unless like I said, if you use and abuse it a little bit too much.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of unique ways I think it can be used very subtly and actually have a more powerful impact, you know?
Definitely. Yeah, just like anything, it can be used to increase the effect. I do agree that gimmicks can definitely make an effect pop more, make it more visual, or make it more impossible.
Yeah.
But I definitely enjoy, at least in my, not to say I'm against gimmicks. I definitely use them, especially in my video performances. But personally, in my in-person performances or live performance, I typically don't use them.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I think also makes them very strong is they can do everything a regular deck of cards can do.
Definitely,
Where a
definitely.
lot of these other, as you would put it, gimmick decks or whatever, are not capable of doing. They're like one trick ponies, pretty
Yeah,
much.
they're not
That's
necessarily
another strength
respectable.
that actually comes to these, particular cards. Glenn Paulin, what's up, my man? And thank you for for the congratulations on 1K. It's been a struggle to get there, that's for sure. It's been
Yeah,
slowly
you've been
creeping up.
flying up recently.
Yeah, I've been trying to just knock out some really good videos that I think people would like, and
Yeah, you've been
just,
killing it.
I mean, I've got a couple good ones coming up, and there's one killer one that I'm not even sure if I want to put out, but I'm thinking about it.
Understandable, understandable.
Also, now that I'm past 1K, I got to teach that point vanish.
That's
So
true.
got to look for that. It's pretty soon.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's one of my favorites. Like anytime, anywhere. Hey, take a look at this, and you're just like, wait a minute. It's so clean, so fast, so clean, easy, resets instantly.
Definitely, definitely.
I have to show you guys that eventually. Um, you know, uh, Another thing I would like to do is kind of make a not necessarily like a tier list, but like I want to make a video on other YouTubers that teach and stuff like that, and kind of show people just all the great magicians out there that are teaching on YouTube. There's some awesome people out there
Definitely.
that I
A
think
lot
would
of
be
underrated ones.
yeah. I'll just make a list. Like everybody here is great. Just go to their channel and subscribe because and you're gonna find some good stuff there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I
John
definitely
uses
have some ideas
amazing
like that. I just haven't pulled the trigger and gone through with them yet for making tier lists. I got a few that I have planned, but I haven't gotten there yet.
There's a lot of good ideas out there for tier lists, but some of them, man, I don't know. It take a lot of research, a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
going through stuff, man.
Oh yeah.
But speaking of one of these other channels, there's a trick that I learned on one of these other channels. I'll give their channel a shout out. Uh, if I'm gonna kill his last name, it used to be Steven's World. Steven Trump. And his last name is escaping me, but Steven, you know who you are. Uh, there's a trick that he did that I really like that I want to show you.
Okay.
So this is one of those effects that uses two decks of cards. Now, usually I don't like those type of effects.
Hmm.
Same thing with like packet tricks. They just I don't know, they just turn me off a little bit. I don't really like the small packet tricks or two deck tricks for the most part. But this one's so good. Uh, it's one of those exceptions, right? So you can have one deck of cards here. I'm gonna leave those up here. I'm not gonna even mess with them. We're gonna use this deck for now. And that's gonna be kind of like my prediction deck, so to speak, right?
Hmm.
So we have a deck of cards here, right? And on the back of these cards, we have a bunch of different numbers. Every single card is different. So I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can show you here. Every single card is different. I feel like I'm just like showing you numbers. Trying to show you that they're all different here. So every card has a different number. So um, basically, how this goes, it's kind of like any card at any number type of effect. Not necessarily that, but if you were to say, for example, if you were to just name any card randomly,
Jack of Spades.
Jack of Spades, do you want to change your mind?
No.
No? Sure?
Pretty sure. Yeah.
All right. So for your card, you said, what did you say, Jack of Spades?
Yep.
Okay, let's see here. Jack of Spades, Jack of Spades, Jack of Spades right here. Jack of spades. Now, the number on the back of here doesn't have anything to do with anything. Not just yet, but you did choose this card, and you could have chose any card that you wanted to, right? So if I start dealing down cards here like this, and you tell me to stop any way you like, just say stop. Whenever you feel compelled, don't
Stop.
let me influence you whatsoever. Right there,
Yeah.
back one or forward one?
Back one.
Back one. Okay.
Yeah.
Happy there?
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. There it is. You landed at one particular card, which is number 50. Okay. 50. I guess that's the card that you landed at, 50. I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll go through it. Now, I could make it very anticlimactic and count back, 52, 51, but I'm going to go the whole 50.
All right.
I'm going to go the whole 50, man. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Jack of spades.
Nice. It's pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I got for you, and I'm gonna leave a link to his channel in the description of this video, because he has some really awesome tricks. He's a great teacher. Go check him out. Please sub to him. That's one of the tricks that I really like of his. Now, the interesting part too is you can actually let them shuffle their hearts to their heart's content. Legitimately shuffle this deck as much as they want, and they can choose any card, and the whole procedure is just very clean.
Definitely.
So yeah, I'm going to send you a link to his channel, because you're going to want to learn. You're going to want to learn this trick. It's very cool.
Sounds good. I'll have to do that.
Yeah, man. So what do you think? You think you got a fix on what was going on there?
I have an idea of a method. I don't know if it's the method you used, but
Okay. Well, I don't want to expose any of his tricks. I want everybody to go over there and watch his video. But we'll definitely talk about that later, unless you go ahead and watch his video. But that's a good one. I'll have to find the exact video and put a link to it as well.
No worries.
Yeah. All right, brother. What else you got for me?
Oh, let's see. Oh, you just did a 2-deck trick, so let me do one. Let me see if this is the ones I want to use here. Oh. Okay. So, again, I have a red deck and a blue deck. You can pick whichever one you want. Which one do you want?
I usually use the red deck, but I feel like I should pick the blue deck.
So you want the blue deck?
Yeah.
Okay, so this will be your deck. I'm going to set it right here. I'm going to leave it in view the entire time. We'll get to it a bit later. All these cards are legitimately different, right? I'm not too sure how well you can see these. We'll go this way.
I can't see it too well, but I don't see any doubles or anything like that. Nothing too suspicious.
Name any card that you see.
You want me to name anyone that I see? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the 6 of spades.
6 of spades. Any specific reason you picked the 6 of spades?
It jumped out at me.
Jumped out at you. Okay. Let's say somehow I was able to force you to pick that. So we're going to try this another way. I'm going to go through like this, say stop wherever you would like.
Okay. Stop.
Right there? Okay. Oop. Do you want to go one more, or do you want to stay with this?
Let's go one more.
One more. Okay. Queen of Hearts.
Perfect.
What we're going to do, we're going to take the card you picked I'm gonna go through like this on the table. Say stop wherever you would like.
Okay. Stop.
Do you want me to put the queen back right here?
Yes.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna put the queen face up into the deck. No fancy slides, I'm just gonna square up the cards. Alright, what if I could wave my hand over the deck and your card turns over?
That'd
So
be pretty damn cool. Let me see.
when I go through, yours is the only face up card, right?
Right.
But you just saw me put it face up.
Yeah.
I meant it's the only face up card in the deck that you picked at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
So if we take out these cards here and we spread them across as well, so if you can see that right here, we have one face up card, the Queen of Hearts also.
Yes.
But when you pick that, what happens is the cards actually change places because you picked the Queen of Hearts out of the red deck. So when you do that, they actually switch. So I have the red one here and the blue one here.
Nice.
So that one's my go-to one for a 2-deck trick.
Okay. Okay. I like that. Sort of invisible deck routine vibes, you know?
Definitely. That one's by Aussie Wind. I believe it's called Echo.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got the book right back here. Repertoire.
Oh, okay. Did you get the second one yet?
No, I haven't got the second one yet. I've heard there's a lot of good material though.
I've got it, but I haven't gone through it yet, so I still have to look through it.
Okay. Yeah, I heard there's a lot of non-order material.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, that's a great trick, man. That's
Definitely.
awesome, man. Yeah, I gotta look back at that. There's a couple tricks in that book that I haven't even gotten a chance to perform yet. But like what's the other one? Hold on, got it right here. Now there's yeah. Why can't I remember the name of this trick? For some reason, I can't remember it. Oh, double exposure.
That's definitely a good one. I do that one a lot.
That's something that I've been wanting to perform, but I have yet to do so.
That's one I definitely do a lot. It gets great reactions.
Yes, awesome. I've definitely got to record that sometime.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but definitely pick up Aussie One's books. He's probably one of my favorite magic teachers out there for sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Who's someone else you've been learning from recently?
Recently, I have been using and learning a lot from Ben Earl.
Okay.
Ben Earl, he's got some great material. Honestly, for the most part, you know what I've been doing? I have been skimming my books. So I'll pick just one of these books at random, and I'll just skim through it until I see something that catches my eye, and then see if I can play with it and see what I can come up with.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. That's something I've been doing recently. People seem to like some of the stuff I've been coming up with. I also, don't want it if it's like a paid effect or something like that. I'm not gonna, put that out there or something super similar. Unless the method is like, way different, then it just has like the same type of effect. There's a lot of tricks that then I might go for it.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. Who are some people that you've been learning from recently?
Recently, I've been doing a lot of stuff from Danny De Ortiz. Been enjoying his. It's a little different learning from him because some of the stuff I've been learning it works more for like a table show for 4 spectators, which I enjoy also. It's just it's hard to find 4 spectators.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There's that trick that I told you I got coming out where there's a kind of a casino wash at one point, and it just kind of felt very much his vibes.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, definitely very chaotic.
Gotta show you these cards are mixed. I promise. You can do the mixing. Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be a good one for sure. Do you have any tutorials or anything coming out that you want to talk about that you're like excited about, or is there something you're working on that you haven't really completed yet?
I got some tutorials coming out. None of them specifically stand out to me, but I got one I'm still working on. So I sent you that trick the other day. That's one I plan on posting in this upcoming month, and I plan on doing a tutorial for it as well. I just like how visual it looks.
Yeah, it does look good.
It definitely can't quite do it in person. There is a bit of a sound flash, but it definitely looks great on camera. So I plan on teaching that one.
I mean, I think there's definitely some ways to, there's some ways to get around that, right? I mean, besides,
Typically,
I mean,
yes.
are you talking specifically about the box part?
Yes, specifically
Okay,
about the box part, there's a sound flash.
okay. I mean, essentially, if you were to change the production, maybe you could make a live version,
That's true. That's true.
so something to think about.
Yeah, definitely.
I actually have to pick my daughter up from school, so I'm gonna run this till about 1:40.
No
Uh,
worries.
yeah, so I got a couple more minutes, but what about what do you keep? Do you have like a carry bag, or what is your like EDC for if you're gonna go perform for a group of people, or what are you taking with you, your essentials?
So recently, my EDC, I'll carry 2 decks of cards, usually one regular, not anything, and the other one either in a stack or a Svengali deck, depending on what I'm in the mood for that day. And then I'll also bring Hook by Eric Ross. I've been enjoying that one recently.
Okay.
Heartbeat by Juan Colas, and then an Omni deck.
I
And
think I
that's
saw you perform Hook on one of your videos not that long ago.
yeah, I've performed it in a few of them recently, and that one's been getting great reactions. So been
Yeah,
enjoying it.
that's awesome. Yeah, I usually try to take one deck, and then a Sharpie, maybe a few gaff cards, the real kind of basic stuff, and there's a couple gimmicks and stuff that I take with me, but as a matter of fact, something that I always do have with me if I'm going to go perform or something like that is that the method for that coin vanish.
Okay,
I'm going to be teaching here pretty soon, so that's I would consider it to be like an EDC item for sure.
makes sense. Makes sense.
Of course, you got to have a couple Sharpies too. I mean,
Oh yeah, you leave them
um,
as souvenirs. It definitely leaves more of an impact.
yeah, for sure. Um, Gaff cards. Do you perform with any gaff cards while you're out and about?
If I'm planning on doing like a longer performance style or whatever, or more walk around stuff, I'll bring a setup for either Voodoo by Chris Ramsey, the signed card to mouth switch one I do, or Burn by Daniel Madison. And those are typically my go-tos for gaffs.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I tend to keep it a little simple. I'll have like a double backer, blank card. There's a lot of stuff you can do with just those two cards.
Definitely,
Um,
definitely.
Actually, I have like a pack of uh, I have a pack of gaff cards that are like my professional set here, where I can run through and show you kind of what I keep and use. Now, I don't want to give away all the secrets here, but I'll go through some of them, and if I can't go over it right now, then I'll just say I'm going to skip that one. First thing you got is duplicate.
Okay, duplicates definitely do a lot with.
It's my card, and so I tend to keep a duplicate for that. Mispipped index
Okay.
with opposite back. I'm
Mhm.
sure you know what that's for.
Definitely.
Then you got a double backer, bicolored double backer.
Okay.
Uh, you got a double facer with the same card.
Mhm.
That's pretty important for a couple of routines, right? A regular double backer, blank card. Gotta have a blank card. A miss index, but this is same color as your main deck, and this is awesome. That's all I'm gonna say.
Definitely.
You can do some really cool shit with that. And then a reveal card, which this is a
Okay.
pretty cool one here. It's very subtle, and I like the ones that are subtle.
Mhm.
It's just a five of hearts that she's holding in her hand, no numbers or anything like that. Very, very nice and smooth. And then this is just a joker, but on the back is a cheat sheet for in order.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it like that. And then these last two, I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but if you really want to know, these are two jokers, quote unquote jokers, and I say quote unquote because they are, and then they might be something else as well. And I want you to leave in the comments if you know what these are, or if you have a guess at what these two mystery gaffs are. Here that goes in my my secret pack. We'll talk about that another time. But yeah, that's some of the things that I'll bring. Now, I probably won't bring all of these unless I'm kind of just throw it in the bag or something like that. But those are like essential, I think, when it comes to gaff cards. It's not too much. It's just the right amount. You can perform many card tricks. I think just about almost, I'm not gonna say everything, but you can perform just about everything with those cards there.
Definitely
For sure.
opens up a lot of new avenues you can take to fill time.
Yeah. And then get those cards in and out of play or whatever. And, that's kind of the trickier part, but it's not too bad really if you got good audience management.
Oh yeah. What's your go-to way of getting cards out of play? Do you do it like a slide? Do you just use misdirection? What's your go-to way?
I've been asked this question before. And funny enough, one of the things that I'll do, so one of the things I'll do, and this is hilarious because this actually works and I really do it. So watch, I have two gaff cards in this deck. So this is what I'll do. Let me start from the beginning so you can see real quick. This is legitimate. All right, so I'm going to show you a trick, right? But this one requires just 52 cards, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove the jokers and get them out of the way because any more than 52, and I don't think this trick is going to work. So take my jokers, put them up, and we'll use them later.
Very simple. Definitely.
It's very simple. It's so simple, and that if you're so nonchalant about it, they'll never.
Yeah, as long as you don't draw attention to it, no one's going to question it.
Yeah, I'm taking out the jokers. We don't use the jokers.
Definitely.
Very simple. And then if you want to get them into play, and they're already in the box, this is what I would do. I'd suddenly take the deck and put the cards away. Just like this. Oh, you know what? Before I put this away, would you like to see one more? And they're back in play. Just as simple as that.
Yeah.
It's so stupid, but it works. Or it really works.
Oh yeah.
It sounds dumb. It sounds like too good to be true, too simple. But it's probably I'd say one of the easiest methods without going into too heavy of sleight of hand. It works. The Card Magician, congrats, Don, on 1,000. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all you guys' help. Try to keep bringing these awesome videos for you and some great magic. That's just about it. I need to probably wrap it up. Go pick up my baby girl from school.
No worries.
But it was great doing this with you, man.
I agree. It was an enjoyable time.
And I actually have another guest coming up tomorrow on a live. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to try to introduce and interview many different magicians and try to, bring this magic community together and no drama. If anybody knows what I'm winking about right now, magic products coming out and people, one man's trash is another man's treasure, so to speak.
Oh yeah.
Because how many times? I mean, we have the same magic junk drawer for a reason.
Yeah.
Man, we get a lot of crap sometimes. And I don't think sometimes it might be the people putting it out's fault. Sometimes they have good intentions and maybe it's just not for you. Sometimes I purchase things that I see would work for other people, just not really for me. So
yeah, definitely different styles.
that keep so many different styles. I don't even know what type of style I have, but I kind of like what I like and go for it. We seem to
Makes
have
sense.
similar styles to type of magic and stuff.
Yeah, I've noticed that either styles of tricks or performance or reveals and all that stuff.
Got good taste on it.
You as well.
All right, brother. Well, I will. I'll talk to you later, and maybe we'll set up another live for another time, and pull out some more stuff and have some more magic theory conversation.
Sounds good. Look forward to it.
All right, my man. See you.
See ya.